Hi, welcome back to James's Broken Tech. Today we're working on the diesel heater again. Here she is. Gently, don't let us break it or damage it. Could do with giving it a quick clean, you know. Gotta look after these things, they're ever so delicate. Right, enough of that. Somebody told me in the comments that I was manhandling the heater and manhandling the circuit board, and some people actually gave me a thumbs up. So they got carefully disassembled it. Why is the heater back here today? It still doesn't work properly. It's having trouble starting. Diesel this is, it's run on diesel for a week. It's always been a bit didn't sound quite happy. It's not been running quite right. So today, get some new parts and we're going to clean it. So we've got a new glow plug and new atomizer screen thingy. And we're going to give it the Mr. Muscle treatment oven cleaner. Everyone's saying use sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. This will probably harm the aluminium if left on it forever, but we're not going to leave it on there forever. So we need to get it fully open, get the burn chamber open, get the glow plug out, blah blah blah. You've seen it all before, so we can skip to that. Oh no, I've been too heavy-handed with it and broken the gasket. Got to be prepared for these things. Anyway, I'll get it more apart. Right, so she's in bits, many bits. Glow plug looks like this. If I zoom down, you can have a good look at her. So yeah, it's looking a bit crusty on the end, but I mean, you compare that to a new one, it's never going to look like a new one, is it? Here she is. Where's my gauze? Just run away. So yeah, there's a new one next to it. That's what they look like new. Focus. But yeah, it's a bit crusty. It still works, it must do, because it starts the heater up, kind of, sometimes when it feels like it. So yeah, we can chuck a new one of them in. And why the wire colours are different, that's no idea to me. Should be the right voltage, I imagine. Who knows, find out. And the new gauze thing, which has got to be stuffed in there, that's got to go in. So we need to hook the old gauze out. Let's divide it up. So we do that by just grabbing it and yanking it. And there it is, there's the old gauze. Looks like you'd expect the gauze to look. It is not as shiny as the new one, but that's not usually an issue. But I'm going to fit a new one anyway. But we are going to oven cleaner it. Now, it doesn't look too bad in the burn chamber. I've seen them look worse. You can probably actually see that alright today because the light isn't terrible. Oh, we're over here. Don't look too bad. So let's get that centre disc out. Now, you can get the centre discs out of these ones only if you're lucky enough to have one that doesn't have the weld around here on the burn chamber. Notice mine has no welds. If you haven't got welds, you can probably get that disc out of there. So if I can actually show it happening on video this time, because we didn't last time, get that in there, give it a bit of a heave from each end, watch it decide not to come out anymore, which could also be the case. Doesn't want to come out today. Oh well, it will come out. So what I might do is warm the burn chamber up a bit. This might be the key to this on some of these machines. Warm this up so it expands, then hoik the disc out. Let's try that. Right, so now it would seem I'm in the same boat as everyone else. I can't get that disc out of there. It seems to have now welded itself into place. So yeah, that's not ideal. I was hoping to be able to get that back out. I will keep fighting it a bit longer and see if I can make it come out, but I got a feeling that's one with the burn chamber now. I might be in the same boat as the rest of you now. So we might be injecting oven cleaner through the hole there and make till it squirts out the centre. Leaving that for 5-10 minutes, but I really want to see what the results are inside of here. So yeah, we'll give it. I'll keep trying. Right, I've tried and tried. This is now really hot, and I can't get that out, so that's staying in there now. We're going to clean it with it all in place and see how we get on. Seems to be the only way forward at this point. So yeah, now I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. We're going to clean it with the disc in. See how we get on. Right, so I'll let this cool back down now. Disc's still in. What I have found while digging through my van is a bit of tube. This is I believe it's 4mm airline, 4mm like tube, and we're going to jet it in by taking the lid off the Mr. Muscle. The only thing that's quite going to fit on there straight away, so we're going to warm this up and expand it so slightly using some kind of tool, probably a straight pick. I'm going to send it down there and open it up a touch. So very windy today. I have a blowtorch but I don't want to use it. There we are, so I've warmed that up. Expand the tube a bit. It's got a little bit bigger. Hopefully that'll fit over that, which it does. So now I've got a long goo inserting tool. If I move some of my stuff out of the way, oh my god, it's flicking caustic juice at me. We're going to try and send it inside that hole the best I can until it squirts out inside here. So that can get into there, which it has. It's gone deep with inside. Now we're just going to foam it. Probably have to hold the can up right. Oh yeah, there we go, we're filled up. Ugh, it's dripping everywhere, that's fine. We're going to let that do its thing for about 5 minutes, then we're going to wash it. This is smelling like I'm cleaning an oven out now. And while we're at it, I'm going to take that pipe off there and we're going to clean. We're going to let that do its thing. That's foaming up lovely inside of there now and coming out just about everywhere it can. Then we're going to spray the inside of the burn chamber because it's not dirty, but it'd be nice if it was shiny. You know, I think it's got to be shiny. We're going to send a bit in here as well. There we go. It's like we're cleaning the oven out. It's lovely, isn't it? There we go. It's turning into a horrible, stinking, foamy mess. Not sure this is necessary. Not sure this is necessary. But somebody's got to try it, and my diesel heater is not behaving itself, so it's offered itself up for this test. What do you reckon? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? What does the can say? Says to wear rubber gloves. Not doing that. Protect arms while spraying eyes, gloves, everything. Allowed to work for no more than 30 minutes. Should we give it 10 minutes and see what's left of it? I think that might be the way forward. We'll give it 10 minutes. If it needs another treatment, it needs another one. See you in 10. While we're at it, might as well see if that cleans up as well. It's 1:40. Right, so we got a little bit over 15 minutes. I looked there at 10 and couldn't work out quite whether it would made any difference, but we're in the kitchen now. The light's not as good in here. Just going to give it a bit of toothbrush treatment inside of here. Doesn't look like it's done anything, does it? I'm going to give it a good scrub. It is definitely taking some off. Right, I'll scrub this, then we'll rinse the kettle. Just going to chuck a load of hot water in there. Quite good for the rinsing of this thing. Oh yeah, got some dirt out. I'll let that sit for a minute and we'll give this a good clean. This is the bit we're interested in. Is any dirt going to come out of the burn chamber? Pour it straight down the centre, I think. Got some black out of it. It's going to be quite hot now. Go from that way, get some in the back. Smells cleaner. Right. Hot water. Just send a bit of a high pressure cold through it now. Yeah. So it comes out everywhere. Oh yeah, I've always forgot. I chucked the little atomizer in there as well. Where's that? There's my toothbrush pen. I need that back for later. Ooh, lovely. Can we make an atomizer look like new? I'd say it's pretty damn good. We'll take it back in the shed, but there's better light in a minute. So, and let's give this a proper good rinse out. Let's try and keep that electrical connector out of the way. Oh yeah. This doesn't really need that much cleaning, but yeah. There you go. Yeah, does that look any cleaner in there? I don't know. We'll get a light in there. Hold on. Maybe it needs a bit more oven cleaner. Right. I suppose you could say you can actually see some of the aluminium in there, so yeah, it's definitely cleaner. Not sure it's worth it, but yeah, that's cleaner. What about this thing? Are we going to see? Well, it looks cleaner. Can't really tell without getting that disc out what the difference is. Back down this little hole here. Kind of get the idea, so I'll try and get you somewhere you can see inside. It certainly looks a bit cleaner in there. So yeah, that might have worked. I'm looking in through the hole, and it does look better in there. Maybe that's about as clean as these things will ever get. That's looking pretty good anyway. Back to the van. Right. Let's get your blowgun out and just blow the diesel line out. It's plenty clear. That's nice and clean. That's clean. Right, so we're going to install our new atomizer and glow plug. Well, atomizer into this bit first, as you do. Should just poke straight in and send it all the way with the old screwdriver, and that's in. Good. Bolt this back into that, see if it works. There's a good chance it might or might not. See what I can get to do out of sequence here. There. Not that way, there's just bits of oven cleaner everywhere in here. 4 little bolts. Right, I'll put this back together and then we'll come back to it. Right, one more top tip I got from a chap who commented on the last video, is to oil the gasket a bit so it doesn't stick. It doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. So I'm going to apply silicone grease to it, because it's obviously silicone grease is high temperature. You put a little bit of this all the way around. Next time I come to it, which there will be a next time because this heater is never repaired. It's always got something wrong with it. Ever since I put hydraulic fluid through it, it's never been quite right. So yeah, I got a nice thin layer, a very thin layer of grease all the way around. Plonk that on there. That'll work perfect. Shouldn't stick to that anymore. Good. Right, we'll put our new glow plug in before I forget, because I always forget. Go in there. People often ask for part numbers on these glow plugs and the wheels and such. There are no part numbers. You just search for 5 or 8 kilowatt diesel heater glow plug, or the fan wheel thing that I broke ages ago. Yeah, there's no, you just find one that looks the same, and generally 9 times out of 10, providing it's for the right size of heater, it'll probably fit. Everything's back in, this bit goes on, perfect, screws get through, make sure they go through the gaskets, and hopefully the heater runs nicely now. There's one part left which I haven't had any dealings with yet, is the diesel pump, and I'm not sure, maybe that didn't like the hydraulic fluid either. Maybe that's the reason it burns so inconsistently and makes a horrible noise. It's that kind of sound, just doesn't sound happy. Struggles to start, and when it starts up it's almost flaming out constantly. This is back on the default factory settings, which used to work for this heater. They might not have been the best settings, but they did work. So can't really blame the settings. Haven't got any chafing, that's good. Nip her up, you don't need any air escaping here. It wants the air for combustion. I don't think I've manhandled it too much so far, have I? I've been pretty careful with it. Knock my grease over. Put the bung thing back in. It's good fun because you have to get the wires to do the same thing at the same time. A little persuasion from that might help. Perfect. Get that to seat in properly. There you go. She's in. Lovely. Right. Gently, carefully, very carefully. Do not manhandle the circuit board because there's so many components on it. It's got an inductor, probably a MOSFET, one relay and a few capacitors. Don't manhandle it, it's very delicate. To be honest, I had no idea it worked fine. Goes on back there. Now I've got to find where I've dropped the screw. Anyway, I'll put the rest of this back together and we'll see if it works. Done! Just put it back together and give her a fire up. Good heater. She's on. Right, it's going to take it a bit to get going this time because it's got to prime the fuel back at that hose, but let's go down to the heater. Right, it's absolutely kicking up a storm outside today. There's the heater. Pipe we're using. Waiting for the fuel pump to crack on. Keep an eye on the exhaust to see what noises we get. We'll come back when it's running. Right, start up attempt number 2. The first one didn't work because there's too much air in that blooming pipe there. We have a bit of smoke coming out, so I'm going to assume it's managed to light. It's probably going to be a bit smoky because it's put a bit of water and oven cleaner in there it needs to get rid of first. But the only other thing that could possibly be wrong is that the hydraulic fluid is knackered in the pump. Who knows? See what happens. Starting to hear it roaring a bit in there now. Not much, but it's definitely kicking out some fog. Hopefully it'll clear up and run nicely. Certainly spooky though. I can just about hear the fire running inside of it now. Hopefully it doesn't just flame out. The other thing it just constantly does, so maybe the fuel pump is to blame. It's handy. It's coupling on the fuel line now, so I can disconnect it quickly. We are winding up a bit now. I think it might have just about burnt most of the oven cleaner out, so it's time to get rid of some of that smoke. Doesn't help, it is a windy day. Wrong with this heater? don't want to be this close to something. Stop smoking now. Why does it make that noise? It's getting hot now. Doesn't sound right, does it? So yeah, that's about running as well as it was before. Making that weird noise. It's burning mostly outside the exhaust pipe. So the new glow plug, that's my single solve it. Yeah, the left one's manhandling it too much and I broke it. The other possible cause is this guy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Right, I leaned it out a bit. Took the maximum fueling down from whatever it was down quite a bit and sounds right now. Perfect. Alright, good enough. Oh, that's sounding how it's supposed to now. I think we could give it the thumbs up to the Mr. Muscle oven cleaner method. She sounds perfect, actually, where she was before I abused it with hydraulic fluid. So yeah, catch you next time.